Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Y'all, you know what I was just sitting up and thinking, y'all. What's up, late nighters? I was just thinking about it took someone from Memphis to tell us what went down in the studio and saw the tape from Memphis. You get it? It took someone from Memphis to come to this internet to spread information, to pass the information in the Pooh Shiesty and the Gucci Man case that was accused of being the masterminded person in Young Dolph's case. Wow. I mean, it's giving me another sign sitting on back here, but I never did. He never been guilty in my book with the Young Dolph as the masterminded person. He never was with me. But what I'm saying is, it took the man that was accused of being the mastermind in the Young Dolph case to come in and sit down on people panel in their studio and speak on uh Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Man robbery and kidnapping. Hernandez Govan. He passed that. He passed the information in the Pooh Shiesty and the Gucci Man robbery and kidnapping. And he left a lot of people upset with him. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna he was interviewed, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna for those who had to work, I'm gonna let you hear the interview along with the. I'm gonna play a video while he speak, okay? Because I got to respect him on it. Because he's talking, he telling. All right, okay, here we go. Hold on.
you know, uh, it was a move, for all the shit that Gucci had been doing, and I'm finna give you something that I ain't told nobody yet, and it's because you my guy, a lot of part of the reason that Shiesty, that happened was Big Scar, his cousin, that mistakenly OD'd while he was in prison. Fast forward to now, Atlantic had just gave Shiesty $5 million for a publishing deal. And they were about to give him another bag for some type of branding deal or whatever, in which Gucci was still tied in the mix of it. And Shiesty didn't want that to happen. And so Atlantic was trying to work out some things with both parties. Gucci wasn't cooperating, and they just added fuel to the fire or whatever. And so, fast forward to them having a meeting in Dallas at the studio. Gucci came in the studio, and when he came in, he wasn't allowed to leave. And so, it was a lot of things that happened. A lot of jury was taken. The cameraman, he got assaulted, and Gucci was forced to sign a release form to release Shiesty out of the record deal, and it was recorded as well. And so
they said Big 30 recorded, right? Or somebody from the crew?
Yeah, allegedly. Yeah, allegedly. I do know it was recorded. I seen the video.
I was going to ask you that. Did you get a chance to see the video?
Yeah, I seen the video. And I think this is my first time kind of like breaking this here, but I actually seen it. And
what can you describe it a little?
You just let him talk.
Now, what's cool is
times or whatever, but it wasn't like, you know, how your main artist and how the CEO should be communicating when you first get released from doing a 3 to 4 year prison bid.
Right.
You know, so with that being said, those signs right there, along with me knowing that the family has been upset with me for quite some time,
right,
and I would have pulled up how I supposed to pull it up. Right.
And see, that's what I said. That Gucci Man didn't pull up, do this right. I just didn't understand why he didn't do it right, but he shot me. Gucci shot me. The way he handled his business, he didn't handle it right to me. What y'all think?
He must have thought everything was.
I don't understand how he.
Hopefully, that played a major part. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just have you like a bobblehead. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I did my thing so far with that. I just could understand why did Gucci Man move like that, and he older and he had experience. You know what I mean? It's different when you have experience and when you don't have experience, y'all. You know, you sometimes you put yourself in situations, and I just don't understand. I just want y'all to hear what he had to say, even though for those who have heard it, so that's good. You heard it, but it was some people that didn't hear about this case. But hold up, y'all. Let me show you something. Because a lot of y'all don't what happened. This is the Fed talking, y'all. This the Feds standing there talking right now. Hold on. And there they go again. This is back in January. No, shout out to my workers. But you can catch up over here. You already know that. Okay, here we go. Also tonight, a very dramatic story. You gotta listen to this one. Justice Department is laying out the details about this crime involving some big name rappers, Gucci Mane, and 2 other industry pros who were apparently kidnapped and robbed, according to the Justice Department, by Pooh Shiesty, by Big 30, along with some others. A total of 9 suspects have been arrested. So here's what we know. These DOJ officials say Gucci Mane was lured into what was a fake business meeting in Dallas at a music studio that turned into what they called an armed takeover, where Mane and these others were held at gunpoint. This is back in January. They got robbed of their Rolexes, their cash, their jewelry. At one point, Gucci Mane was even basically forced to sign a release from a record label. Priscilla Thompson is joining us now. It is wild stuff, Priscilla. What else happened?
Yeah, Hallie, unbelievable, made for the movies kind of stuff. So Pooh Shiesty is signed to Gucci Mane's record label. So this business meeting was scheduled in January at a recording studio in Dallas, and Pooh Shiesty shows up with 8 other people. You mentioned Big 30. Also, his father was among those with him, and Gucci Mane shows up with 2 people. They're all in this recording studio together. Pooh Shiesty says to Gucci Mane, "Can we speak privately?" And he allegedly, according to this complaint, asked Gucci Mane to sign a release form that would release Pooh Shiesty from the record deal. Gucci Mane declined. They argue back and forth. Pooh Shiesty asks someone to bring him a bag and pulls out an AK-style pistol, according to this complaint, and demands that Gucci Mane sign this document releasing him from the recording deal. After that document is signed, then he goes on, Pooh Shiesty, to steal Gucci Mane's wedding ring, other jewelry, his wallet, and then the small group of individuals goes back out into the larger group that's in that recording studio, and apparently all 8 of the other men who were with Pooh Shiesty pull out guns and began demanding property from Gucci Mane and the men who were with them. So we're talking about Louis Vuitton bags, Rolexes, cash, wallets. There's even physical altercations where there are photos of people with
But
scratches.
y'all, the information that Hernandez is speaking about is on the news. How we know he didn't get his information from the news? Because everything he said is here. So how we know that he broke the case? And it was said in January, which, see, a lot of us wasn't on it in January. See, we was on other cases in January. Especially me, I was on the 2 other cases in January. So I wasn't here. So maybe they found out some information from DOJ before us. And they didn't really break the news first. They got it from the news. What you think? I'm just saying. What y'all think?
At one point, the complaint says that there was a man who had a gun put to his head, and they believed that they were all going to be executed. But they were allowed to leave eventually, and then this investigation took place where you have all of this surveillance video in and around the recording studio, the hotels, the rental cars that were booked, and you also had some of these people posting the stolen goods on social media. But what's more, Pooh Shiesty was, according to this complaint, under home detention. So there's electronic evidence that he was at that recording studio when he should not have been. He should have been at home. So obviously these arrests were made. We know that 8 of the 9 men were arrested and have been charged with all of them, all 9 of them, though, charged with kidnapping and robbery. Hallie, can I just ask one?
So what y'all think about that? I think this is the older guys was, the grown men were acting childish. They should have been acting like an adult and like leaders and acting like it's a business. Like you better go take care of some business. You know what I mean? You better go handle a business thing. But and I'm gonna tell y'all something that I noticed that y'all speak on. Let me show them again. That y'all speak that older cat that was his security. You'll be surprised what that experienced retired cop could have did for the case, for Gucci Man case. Just a weapon doesn't have an age on it. I'm old enough. I'm older than you all, and I can still use my piece right. You know what I mean? So it's not that older man could still move around. So y'all don't know how old that man is. You'll be surprised. And then by him being retired, it's probably some things that he can do that a cop or on duty cop couldn't do. I know y'all say he's an older cat and stuff like that. Maybe he wasn't just because he was a cop. Maybe he just hang with him. It's something going on right there too, y'all. Something going on with that off duty, that retired cop too. Usually they'll I know I retired at 65, really at 60, but then my other job at 65, I can still run, walk, and everything, and move faster than I could back then. But I was real fast though back then. But it ain't that. It's what he can do. So everybody talking about that retired cop. You see how that retired cop helped him in this case. Well, Gucci Man won't have to say nothing. Now, I noticed Gucci been laying low. He has been laying low now. He ain't talking. He ain't said nothing else. He should have closed his mouth the first time instead of making a diss record. I don't know why my people don't think before they make decisions. But anywho, I appreciate that Hernandez wasn't afraid to come forward to pass the information on Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Man, But I'll stay out the way because the same dudes that, you talking about was blaming you for being the mastermind, the person in the Mo 3, not the Mo 3, but the Young Dolph case. So y'all just, tell me what y'all think, okay? I'm out.